Hello, I'm Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. I am currently doing 30 videos in 30 days to celebrate the fact that I'm turning 30 this month. And today's video is about nonfiction, so my favorite nonfiction books. I talk a lot about fiction because this is what I mainly read, but I do read nonfiction sometimes when I'm not busy with school. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about them. So let's start with this one, Educated by Tara Westover. In this, you're following this woman, Tara. She grew up in the, I don't remember what religion, but anyway, she didn't go to school until she went to university. She learned to read and write very late in her life, but then she managed to go to university, do her undergrad, master, PhD, and all of that. So it's all her struggles and everything. So it was very interesting to read about someone who didn't have an education until very late in life, but she still managed to get to where she is right now, which is inspiring. So yeah, also it was well written and I enjoyed myself while I read this. So sometimes nonfiction can be very harsh, so it was nice to read something easier. Then we have Listening to Trauma, Conversations with Leaders and the Theory and Treatment of Catastrophic Experience by Kathy Carruth. It's written as interviews with different people that talk about different subjects, but it's very interesting and you can always learn more about the way we deal with trauma, but in different types. Like let's read the titles of the interviews. So Giving Death Its Due, Traumatic Temporality, A Record That Has Yet to Be Made, Mad Witnesses, The AIDS Crisis Is Not Over, The Politics of Trauma, The Body Keeps the Score, The Haunted Self, Words and Wounds, A Revolutionary Act, Apocalypse, Terminable and Unterminable, Filming Madness, and A Ghost in the House of Justice. So very interesting, and it covers a lot of trauma, and yeah, very interesting, but very harsh, but at the same time easy to read. It's not that complicated, but yeah, very interesting. Then I have Astrophysics for Dumb People. I don't remember who I'll put it here, but it's a good way to learn more about astrophysics in a way that it doesn't feel like physics. Just, learn more about space and all of that. I enjoyed myself. And I used to say that in another life I would have been an astrophysician, but not in this life. But yeah, very interesting, and it's like a podcast, so that was nice. Then we have Yuval Noah Harari. I have those two books, so Sapiens and Homo Deus, and I really enjoy Sapiens. You learn a lot about humanity and humans and all of that. Very interesting. It's like a history lesson, I would say. And Homo Deus, he talks more about the future with it's kind of old, so it doesn't really talk about AI, but just technology and the way it's gonna reshape the world. So very interesting, but for sure Sapiens, I want to reread it this year or next year. So very interesting, and some of my favorite nonfiction. Then we have A Promised Land by Barack Obama. In this, you learn about his time in the office and the way politics works and the way just society and humanity and the world is very complicated and complex, and there's a lot of factors that we don't really think about when we see the decision politicians make and all of that. So that was very interesting, and also it's kind of easy to read, and there's a lot of just you learn a lot in this book. I love learning about politics, but sometimes it's hard because unless you go deep into every day and all of that, it's hard to really understand what's happening behind the scenes. But in this, it gives an opportunity to just learn more and just see how the world works, which is, yeah, I really enjoyed this. And I believe he's narrating the audiobook. I think so, because I remember listening to the audiobook too, and yeah, very interesting. And it's a big one, but you don't have to read it in one go. and yeah, you learn a lot. I really enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna reread it soon because yeah, I had a very good time. So yeah, these are some of my favorite non-fiction books. I used to read more, but with school it's hard because I already read so much non-fiction that when I want to read, I don't want to read non-fiction. I want to read fiction and just lose myself. So, but there are some very good non-fiction books, and yeah, it helps you learn more about the world and how everything works. So you should read non-fiction. It's interesting. But yeah, maybe not self-help books, but part of that. Yeah, read non-fiction. So yeah, that's it for today's video. A very short one, but very interesting. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to follow along for the rest of the month, please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!